Vemos de Petros Eternos. Gratis Diri. Gratis Diri. Gratis Diri. Well, hello there. Today's episode, in part by, is pulled from the Ubuntu Linux Command Line Bible. I would highly recommend you pick this book up because there's a lot of information in there. It's just not Ubuntu specific. That goes across all the distributions. And it's one of the 3 books that I go to for references on things that I can't remember or I have questions about. Then I go to the internet. Because everybody in these books has, I don't know, on average, 30 years a piece in the Linux IT industry. I mean, just by themselves, 30 years. Combined, man, I don't know. Anywho, I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope it helps you out. So, let's roll it. Hello, we're going to start off with some basic commands here in the terminal. These are pretty much universal commands that will work across any and all Linux distributions. The first one would be, say you're in the terminal, for some reason you want to see what the date is. You would just type in date. Oop, if I can get it over there. There we go. Date. And it would show the time and date and current date. Another command you can use is pwd. What that shows is your current directory, or the current directory you're working in. This is my home directory. So another command you could use would be cd, which is copy directory, then slash, so that'd be the root directory, and say you wanted to see what was in the root directory. I mean, see which directory you were in, and then in combination with that one, you want to see what's in the directory, you do ls. Now, ls has some flags to it, and there's 3 flags you can use. ls-t, ls-a, and ls-l. The L stands for long listing, the A stands for show hidden dot files, and the T option stands for list by age. Now you can do all 3 at once. ls-lat. That gives you everything combined into a neat, easy to read format. Another thing you can do with ls is you can do this. ls, well, let's go back to my home directory here. /home/Steve. Okay. Another ls option you can do with it is ls-hide. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Desktop, which is an example, and that will hide the desktop or any other file or folder that you don't want to have spit out in, and spit out in the format. Another useful command would be uname. By itself, it spits out Linux. Now, if you put in the A flag with it, it gives you the operating system, name of the system, the kernel, the distribution, SMP, Monday, October 17th, 1853, 30, UTC, and on down the line, x86-64, x86-64, x86-64. I don't know why I did that 3 times. That's interesting. And then GNU/Linux. It must be piping it and reading it through 3 different ways. Huh, that's interesting. Haven't seen that do that before, or at least I never noticed it anyways. Another command would be ID. It'll give you your ID, the group ID, and a bunch of information on stuff that I haven't looked into yet. And permissions like Samba Share. I think that's the permission to Samba Share there. I'm 100% on that. I don't know for sure. I usually don't mess around with that command at all. I was going to try the whois command, but it's not installed, so I'm going to go and install it, and I'll be right back. Another command you can try is who dash U capital H, and then I'll give your name, terminal, date and time, and the PID, and if there's any comments. And here's another one. bin/date will give you, oops, I didn't mean to hit the period there. We'll give you the same as date. So, say you want to locate the date command. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can do echo path and hit enter. Another one is where is and date. And that also gives you the path of where it's at. Where echo actually gives you a more detailed layout. Another useful command, say you're in a distribution, you're just trying it out, and you want to see what kind of shell they have. There's a few of them. There's bash, fish, ZSH, etc. You type in type bash, and this is an Ubuntu based system. This is KD Neon, so it's going to be user/bin/bash. If it was like ZSH, it'd be user/bin/ZSH. Another way to locate a command, if it's not in your path variable, is locate. I'm not sure to pronounce that. Cage? Wow, I don't know. Oh, it's not located on this one. Oh, I typed it wrong. Or did I? Okay, let's do like an autocomplete, and say for instance you wanted to, you didn't know how to spell something, like you're trying to navigate to a directory. But say you forgot how to spell, I don't know, what, root? There you go. Hitting tab auto-completes that for you. Another thing you can use tab for like echo, OS, OS, and then tab, OS type for autocompletion. Another example would be for, for like using the tab, for using tab completion would be user mod. Another one would be for like echo P and then a double tab gives you a list, a full list. There's also a shortcut key that'll do that too. And if you remember from the last one, Control R, type of the first ones would be like the last command that you used or try to put in. Another command you can use would be the history command. Using the history, history, okay, got it. Type that in there. Now, say you have a command that you couldn't remember how to spell it. You type in history, figure out where it was at, go back down, put an exclamation point 126. No, wait, that won't work. We'll do 142. So exclamation point 142, locate bin/bash. If you remember, that was to locate, to tell you what kind of shell environment you were in. And those are a few commands you can try out for yourself to kind of get the feel for the terminal. There are others like apt install, apt purge, etc. Those are for package management for Debian-based systems. And I've already gone into that, so I'm not going to go into it again here. But anyways, I figured I'd throw this one out to hopefully help somebody out there who, was thinking about trying the terminal out and didn't know where to start, seeing what commands they could use just to kind of get their feet wet. So we'll see you next time, and stay warm, stay safe, and hasta mañana.